2:30, baby, won't you meet me by the beam? Too early, maybe later, you could show me things.
Hey guys, this is Jacolia of Jacolia Gems. Thank you for once again coming back to view my channel. Welcome back, family. Those of you that are new to my channel, do me a favor. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, comment down below, as well as share it to your social media platform. I am back once again with a brief analysis on the Akan, specifically the Ashanti group. We began to establish in the other video that the Ashanti specifically have an oral tradition of being from the tribe of Judah from a man by the name of Achan or Akan. This is seen biblically. We also began to establish that there was an Edomite who had this name as well. I got so excited because there was someone under that last video from Ghana who was Akan. I'm not sure exactly which tribe, seeing as if the Akan have many different tribes amongst them, and we'll get into the reason why. They began to tell me that growing up, they were taught that they indeed came out of Abraham and Keturah. And we know that this is where you get your black Arabs from, because Keturah has two possible origins. Some believe that she was Egyptian, and another origin says that she was also Hebraic. So when you begin to mix this, we will see that we have the Semitic and Hamitic aspects among these people groups. When we begin to look into the fact that Abraham, he had a wife by the name of Sarah. So you have Hebraic people coming out of them. He also had a concubine by the name of Hagar. You have Hebraic people coming out of them. And then as I begin to forestate with Keturah. So we begin to look into the Ashanti. Let's take a trending topic. You know, when men begin to ask women what they bring to the table. And I've never met a man like this in my life. I've never met a man who wants to go 50-50. I've never met a man who has a problem with paying for dates. If anything, I meet men who find it insulting when a woman reaches for her pocket out on a date with him. I'm not talking about picking up, you know, contributing to the tip. They feel a certain way. It's like opening the door in the presence of certain men. So when I say trending topics, I'm speaking about things that we see on the internet and that some women actually begin to run into. This is polar opposite to the biblical and Hebraic narrative. So when you hear Eastern women who are born and raised over in Africa, whether they are West African, South African, whether they are Arab, whether they are East Indian, Asian, they have a certain mindset because they were raised a certain way. So were their men. And it's because they still have their culture. So we see a big detachment away from our culture. Did you guys know that the Ashanti tribe of Ghana, when a man seeks to marry a woman, he goes to meet with his family, her father, her grandfather, her uncle, her brother, and they bring in substance. Whether it's money, whether it's cattle, whether it's land, it's wine, it's food, it's jewelry, to begin to show that father that I have enough to sustain your daughter, as well as to replace the income that the daughter is bringing into the household. This is what we see as the dowry process, and the dowry was not specific to virgins, although virgins' dowry price was higher. We see this in Hebraic custom as well, when a man had to begin to present substance to prove to that father and in his stead alongside the mother as well that he can begin to maintain. We have to begin to see that biblically a child is the possession of the parent, specifically the female child. And when we begin to look into the concept of the barter and the trade that goes along in Hebraic custom. We see this mapped out in the marriage customs of West Africa. Case in point, when a man could not afford the dowry process, what do we see biblically? He was required to work as an indentured servant on that woman's father's land to gain her hand. These are purely Hebraic practices to begin to line up on line, precept on precept, to begin to show here a little and there a little that these people still keep their West African customs. Did you guys know this? Are you willing to get back to your origins by earning a woman, by not bypassing her father, who is her headship, as well as showing I can bring sustenance to maintain that which it is that you have already maintained on your own? Did you guys know that the Ashanti were the tribe of Judah? Do me a favor, go ahead and comment down below. Share this video to your social media platforms. Subscribe to the page. And above all, open up your Bible so that we can come back home. This is how you begin to prove who Israelites are in 6 minutes or less. Food for thought.